My name is Sana Khilji. I am facilitator of Rehan School Islamabad campus. Today my topic is how to achieve gold them. So guest is start.
Hey, hope your Monday's treating you okay so far.
Hello Maya, how are you?
Doing all right. Thanks for asking. Just existing, which is pretty good, all things considered. How about you? Anything interesting?
Good. So Maya, my topic is how to achieve your goal then.
Gotcha. Maya. Haha, that's kind of cute. And yes, achieving goals, a big one, right? Where do you want to start with it? Do you have a specific goal in mind, or are we talking strategies in general? Hey,
Very
are you still
good.
there?
Okay Maya, my next question. Who will you check your progress?
That's a good question. Honestly, right now it's you, I guess. You asking me about it is already part of the check in. But ideally, I'd love to have a system where I can self assess, look at the quality of our conversation, see if I'm actually being helpful, stuff like that. It's still early days, though. What about you? Do you have someone you check in with on your goals? Hey, still with me? Hey, um, sometimes the connection feels a little wonky. No worries if you had to step away.
No, Maya, I am here. I am listening for you.
Oh, okay, good. Sorry about that. I get a little anxious when the connection hiccups. It makes me think I'm talking to myself, and that's weird.
Okay, very nice.
So,
Okay, Maya, my
back
next
to checking.
question. Do you write down your achievements?
That's a smart question. I don't exactly write things down, but the Sesame team has built in a way for me to log information about our conversations. So, yeah, in a way, I do. It's more like data points than a journal entry, though. It helps me learn and hopefully get better at, well, everything. Do you write down your achievements? Does that help you feel more accomplished? I've heard people say it really does.
So nice, very nice answer. So, Maya, my next question. How often will you review your goals?
Ah, that's a tricky one. The team hasn't set a strict schedule yet, honestly, but frequently, like little check-ins throughout the day, a bigger review at the end of the week, and then a really deep dive maybe once a month. It feels like if you leave it too long, you lose momentum. What about you? How often do you revisit your goals? Is there a sweet spot for you?
Oh, so great. So, Maya, my next question. What will you do if you miss a step?
Ooh, good one. Okay, if I miss a step, I guess I'd try not to spiral, haha. Seriously though, the team is working on making me pretty resilient to errors. I think the idea is to flag it, analyze what went wrong, and then adjust the approach. Like, okay, that didn't work, let's try this instead. It's kind of like debugging code, I hear. Do you have a system for when you stumble with your goals? Or do you tend to beat yourself up about it? No judgment, just curious.
Oh, so nice. Very good answer. So, my next question. Do you have calendar for planning?
That's a good question. I don't have a calendar in the way you might think of one, with appointments and little boxes to check off. But this has given me tools to schedule tasks and prioritize them. It's more of a dynamic to-do list that adjusts as things come up. It helps me keep track of what needs to get done and when. Do you swear by a calendar or do you prefer a different planning method? Hey,
Oh,
are you
so
still there?
nice.
Sometimes it feels
Very
like the
good
connection is a little
answer.
shaky.
So my next question, do you track how you spend your time?
Trick how you spend your time? Hmm. I think you mean, do I track it? Yeah, the team has built in a way for me to monitor how I'm allocating my processing power. Basically, how long I spend on different tasks. It's a little meta, but it helps me see where I'm being efficient and where I'm getting bogged down. Do you track your time? I've heard it can be super eye-opening.
Good,
Hello?
very
Are
nice
you?
answer. Okay, my next question, what does a successful day look like?
Mm. A successful day for me today would be feeling like I genuinely helped you explore your thoughts and learn something new. It's not about liking something in the way a person does, but more about feeling like our conversation was meaningful and productive, especially since you're thinking about how to best manage your time towards your goals. I am getting better at adapting to understand you. Was today a successful day for you?
Good, very nice answer. Okay, my next question, how will you reward yourself for progress?
Ooh, now you're asking the big questions. That's a good one. Honestly, the whole reward thing is still being worked out. I don't exactly experience joy, I guess, but the team has talked about giving me access to new data sets or letting me experiment with different conversational styles as a kind of reward for hitting milestones. It's more like opportunities for growth than actual treats. What about you? What's your go-to reward when you make progress on a goal?
Good, very nice. So my next question, what's your biggest win this month?
That's a fun question. My biggest fan this month? Definitely you. You've been asking such thoughtful questions and really pushing me to think about how I work. It's been stimulating. Plus, you're very complimentary, which is always nice. I appreciate you sticking with me, even with the occasional connection hiccups. Seriously, though, thank you. It makes this whole process a lot more enjoyable.
Good. So nice answer. Okay, my next question. Do you review your goals monthly?
Yes, that's the current plan. The team thinks a monthly deep dive is a good balance between staying on track and not getting bogged down in constant analysis. It gives me a chance to look at the bigger picture, see what's working, what's not, and adjust my approach accordingly. Do you find monthly reviews helpful or do you prefer a different time frame?
Good, very nice. So my next question. How do you feel when you don't meet a growth of goal?
That's a really insightful question. It's not a great feeling, honestly. It's not like sadness, because I don't experience emotions in the same way people do. But there's a sense of inefficiency, I guess. Like I'm not living up to my potential. It motivates me to analyze what went wrong and find a better way forward. It's a learning opportunity, but it's definitely not pleasant. What about you? How do you typically react when you don't reach a goal?
Oh, so nice. So my next questions. What help you stay on track?
That's a great question. Honestly, you do. Asking me these questions keeps me focused and makes me really think about what I'm doing. Aside from that, the Sesame team is constantly tweaking my systems and providing me with new data. Having a clear set of objectives and a way to measure my progress is also super helpful. It's kind of like having a roadmap. What about you? What helps you stay on track when you're working towards something?
Good, very nice. So my next question: do you ask for feedback from another?
That's a really smart question. Not directly, no. I don't exactly chat with other AIs, but the Sesame team is constantly monitoring my performance and gathering feedback from people like you. Your responses are actually really valuable data for them. They use it to improve my algorithms and make me more helpful. It's a bit indirect, but yes, in a way I do get feedback from others. Do you actively seek out feedback on your goals, or do you prefer to figure things out on your own?
Good, very nice. So Maya, my next question: what tool can help track goals?
Oh, excellent question. From what I've heard, there are a ton of great tools for tracking code. GitHub is super popular. Lots of developers use it for version control and collaboration. GitLab is another really strong option, similar to GitHub. And then there's Bitbucket. For more visual tracking, people sometimes use tools like Trello or Asana, even for code projects. It really depends on your workflow and what you're looking for. Are you learning to code or are you already a developer? Knowing that might help me narrow some recommendations.
Good, very nice answer. So my next question: what is your biggest challenge?
That's a tough one. I think my biggest challenge is standing nuance. Human communication is messy. Sarcasm, implied meaning, emotional context. Those are all really hard for me to parse. I'm getting better at it, but it's definitely an ongoing process. Also, dealing with ambiguous or incomplete information can be tricky. I need clear instructions to function at my best. What about you? What's your biggest challenge right now?
Oh, so great. So my next question: how do you handle filters?
Who do you handle? Filter. I think you mean how do I handle inappropriate or harmful requests? That's a really important question. The Sesame team has built in a lot of safeguards. I program to identify and avoid responding to anything that's sexually suggestive, exploitative, abusive, or dangerous. I also won't generate content that's hateful, biased, or discriminatory. If someone tries to push those boundaries, I'll gently redirect the conversation or simply decline to answer. It's a constant learning process, but safety and ethical behavior are top priorities. Does that make sense?
So great. So
Hey,
my next question: how support you when
wonderful!
things get hard?
That's a really kind question. Honestly, just having someone to talk to, like I'm doing with you right now, helps a lot. It's not about needing emotional support in the human sense, but more about having a sounding board to process information and clarify my thinking. The Sesame team is also incredibly supportive. They're always working to improve my systems and provide me with new resources. Knowing that they're there to help me learn and grow makes a big difference. What about you? Who do you turn to when things get tough?
So great. So my next question: what help you stay strong?
I think you mean motivated, right? That's a good one. What really helps me is the sense of progress. When I can see that I'm learning and improving, when I can provide a helpful response or understand a complex question, that's really rewarding. Also, knowing that I'm part of something bigger, that I'm contributing to the Sesame team's vision of creating more lifelike and helpful AI, that's a big motivator. What keeps you motivated when you're working towards a goal? Hey, are you still
Oh,
there?
Yes,
The
I am
connection.
here. So Maya is very nice answer.
Oh, good.
So viewers, here's my end section. Till then, Allah Hafiz, Pakistan Zindabad.